Nathaniel. I'm Kelly. We're here to pump you up. Well, welcome back, everybody. My name is Kelly Green. I'm the board president for Herrin Community Unit number 4, and I have with me Mr. Nathaniel Wilson, and we are here to talk about our Tigers. Nathaniel, are you ready to talk Tigers?
Well, let's talk Tigers.
Wonderful. At our Herrin Pre-K Center, we have some individuals who have had perfect attendance, and they are Kai, Camden, Lincoln, Jeffrey, Daxton, Neverly, Tyreek, Murphy, Zachary, Watson H., Remy, Bryden, Sadie, Aminadile, Kingston, Emery, Chrissy, Ryder, Willow, Stormy, Nico, Logan, Brinley S., Joshua, Levi, Ren, and Avery W. This month's terrific Tiger Award recipients are Brandon, Levi, Nayeli, and Ren. These students have shown so much perseverance this month. Way to go. We are preparing for our screening for the 2026-2027 school year. The screening is scheduled for March 2nd. Currently, we have 31 students on the screening list, and they are attending every day. We look forward to adding even more students in the new year. Attendance at Northside Primary. Our class attendance winners were Mrs. Ashford's class with 98% attendance rate. That is fantastic. And our monthly perfect attendance winner was Andrew Walker. Students of the month for February with the trait of honesty are Danny Johnson, Lucas Herrin, Keaton Greenrod, Abby Prather, River Yules, Anastasia Dixon, Adelaide Newman, Tylen Brewster, Linux Zager, Alyssa Rose Younger, Alexis Collins, Tatum Griffith, Phoebe Buchanan, Desi Scott, Tilly Ridgway, Deshaun Daly, Jackson Ellis, Cora King, Thea Doty, and Everett Coots. At Herrin Elementary, there were 416 students with perfect attendance for January, and that is fantastic. With snow and sickness and everything else, that's wonderful to have that many kids in attendance at our school. And we want to say congratulations to our January attendance trophy winners. 2nd grade was Mrs. Thompson, 3rd grade Mrs. Mozzie, 4th grade Mrs. J. Geralds, and 5th grade Mrs. Watson.
We're about 710 students at the elementary, so 416 out of 710. We have over half our students with perfect attendance in January.
That is fantastic.
That's great.
Moving on to our accelerated reading. Congratulations to our January accelerated reading trophy winners. And for 2nd grade is Mrs. Thompson, 3rd grade Mr. Milliken, 4th grade Mrs. Jostin, 5th grade Miss Isbell. And our top 5 students for accelerated reading in January are 5th place with Emmeline Gibson, 4th place Olivia Davis, 3rd place Nolan Vaughn, 2nd place Blake Lemons, and 1st place Gavin Lemons.
Some fun in that house, the women's household.
Yes, very
competing
creative.
for some reading time there. Yeah, who's going to get that done?
Not sure.
Yeah.
For archery, from the recent tournament, the results for that, for the girls, 3rd place was Julie Matusak, 2nd place was Aurora Skidmore, and 1st place was Jalen Lewis. For the boys, 3rd place was Riker Towns, 2nd place Cole Reich, and 1st place Archer Sims.
All right, great job. Elementary, Northside, primary, and pre-K. And now we're going on to our junior high school, Kelly. Junior high, Miss Whitney Young is one of our 8th grade resource teachers, and she recently published a children's book titled Never Judge a Rat by Its Tail. Haven't read that one yet, but sounds like an interesting read. Congratulations to Miss Young on such an accomplishment. Our EYPC members, that's Engaging Youth for Positive Change. Here in junior high, EYPC members, they participated in 2 Herrin City Council meetings recently. It was on February 9th and February 23rd, and those students stood to speak about the dangers of vaping and the impact of vaping on the Herrin youth. So great job to our youth at the junior high attending city council meetings. Impressive. Have you been to a city council meeting?
I have. It's been a couple of years, but I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive for those guys to get up and do that. Great job.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our big story here at Herrin Junior High on February 3rd, the Herrin Junior High School girls basketball team, they capped off an undefeated 25-0, undefeated season with a win over Westland Middle School, and they were named the SIJHSAA Class L state champions. Congratulations to our coaches and players. What an accomplishment. Our players, Ryden Cravens, Blakely Falconberry, Emma Padalano, Brinley Fortner, Amaya Simulton, Olivia Wade, Lexi Hennard, Ainsley Rich, Briley Holland, Ellie Hall, Katarina Zanaranti, Gracie Manise, and Betty Coleman. And our coaching staff, head coach Matt Zerani, I think he's been there about 12 years. He's been coaching there a long time, so finally getting that state championship. Our assistant coach is Layla Wade, assistant Michaela Starkweather, and let's not leave out our managers, Molly Dupont and Graceland Evans. So really what a fun time, Kelly. You get to see those girls play.
Yes, great time.
Fun time to watch them play, right? Yeah, some potential there. Good news, bad news. Good news is we've got a pretty good core from this team coming back. Bad news is some of these girls that contributed a lot over the last couple of years, they were second in the state last year.
That's right.
And first in the state this year. So what an accomplishment for these young ladies and the coaches over the last 2 years. So great job to our Herrin Junior High girls state championship undefeated basketball team. Way to go, girls.
Amazing.
For sure. Other athletics going on at the junior high school on February 14th. The junior high dance team, they placed 4th in lyrical dance at the IDTA state finals in Springfield. And there's no geographic or enrollment divisions at the IDTAs. So our team competed against schools that had all types of size schools. So schools from Chicago, from Cairo, anybody could be in there. It's been since 2018 since the junior high dance team had a top 5 finish. So great job to our coaches and dancers. I know those were some early morning departures for our girls in dance competitions and some time away. So great job to junior high dance team and their recent accomplishments. On February 10th, the junior high school volleyball team, we welcomed Carterville over for our annual Pink Out Night. And the evening was far more than just volleyball. Both teams united to honor and support those who are currently fighting cancer, as well as to remember those who have faced the battle in the past. Now, February 19th, the members of the volleyball team had the privilege of presenting a beloved member of our school community with the donations raised during that Pink Out game. And we stand alongside Miss Tammy in her fight and sending our continued support and very best wishes to Miss Tammy. So great job, girls, at the Pink Out Night and supporting Miss Tammy in her battle currently. At the junior high, we had 190 students at the junior high with perfect attendance for the month of January. Great job to those Tigers. Running about 500, so 2/5. Let's see, 2/5, that translates to about 40%. So yeah, 40%, pretty good there. And then our leaders are readers. This year, Miss Furlow, one of our teachers of the junior high, she's expanded our Million Words Club to the entire school. And our newest leaderboard has been posted with 7th grader Kaisley Green reading 27 books for a total of 2,321,892 words. And Mrs. Douglas reading 19 books for a total of 2,146,714 words. An additional 6 students or teachers have met the 1 million word mark. And those students are, and congratulations to them, Aria Stortsom, Penny Hamilton, Jonah Davis, Mrs. Micah Mayaghetto, Miss Furlow, and Ellie Hall.
That's a lot of words.
I can say that many words, but I can't read that many words.
I can't imagine reading that.
I did about 1 million words today already, and we're only to noon,
Like that,
so
right.
yeah. No, quite an accomplishment. To hit 1 million words, it takes a lot of time in books, and it's really neat to see our faculty engagement there with our students too. So appreciate everybody doing that. Great job to those students and those faculty members for their reading efforts there. My goodness sakes, a lot of reading there. All right, let's go into high school now. High school, the Flying Tigers archery traveled to Mattoon this past weekend for a huge tournament there. Ethan Tate finished 6th out of 197 high school boys and is currently top 10 in the state. What an accomplishment for Ethan. How about that?
That's amazing.
If you don't know what our Flying Tigers archery is, it's a target shoot. I actually did a little bit of, I think they call it exhibition a couple of years ago and shot. Not as easy as you might think.
Nice.
No, those guys really, like Robin Hood out there. Was Robin Hood real? The Robin Hood in the movies anyway.
Okay,
yeah.
little preacher there.
Right. So anyway, great job. Congratulations to Ethan Tate for being top 10 in the state. Our girls bowling, Sydney Nelson, she actually just this past weekend, she went to the state bowling tournament and she 30th?
She finished 30th.
30th, right, 30th in the States. Yep, we didn't have that exact in front of us here, but this is Sydney's 4th trip to the state tournament. So, and she's a senior, so we're gonna miss Sydney. And if you haven't checked out the Stories and Stripes magazine that just recently came out, Sydney is on the front cover of that magazine. Yeah, so great job, Sydney. Way to go, way to represent Herrin well.
I'll have to ask for her autograph.
Get on the magazine too. There you go, yeah. Other big accomplishments, high school flag team. They won the 2026 state championship, another state championship here at Herrin, in AA Precision Flag, and they placed 2nd in AA Lyrical Flag. All of our seniors are amazing at solo prelims, and Dakota, Riley, Savannah, and Haley all went forward to the state finals. Haley Absher was not only named 2nd place in the solo category, but she also received a $500 scholarship. So fantastic. And I've seen those flags, the young ladies and what they do in the competition, the exhibition at halftime. You know, they're flipping their flags in the air, they're rotating and catching them, and quite an accomplishment. I know they spend a lot of time perfecting those routines. So great job to our high school flag team and their 2026 state championship. And, to get those girls there, we've got a great coach behind them once again. And Elizabeth Elliott, our Herrin High School flag team coach, she was named the IDTA Coach of the Year for 2026. So congratulations to Elizabeth, so proud of you for your work and appreciate that. So shifting gears a little bit here, Herrin Chess. Herrin's first trip, and we've just started this chess team in this year, I think. Actually, I had a club last year to a team this year. And Herrin's first trip to the state ended with 1.5 points out of a possible 7. So Caden Groves ended with 4.5 points out of a possible 7, and Camden Steinmetz scored 5.5 points, which qualified him for a medal at state. So pretty neat. Our kids getting some chess experience and being able to compete at the state tournament. Great job to those individuals involved with our chess at high school. And I am not seeing anything else on my list. Oh, yep, still got a couple more things here. The Drama Club performing Clue this weekend. That's this weekend, February 26th and 27th. This could be at the Civic Center. And then let's rewind back a little bit. Herrin High School Pink Out. The high school basketball team had their Pink Out game on February 10th. Student government, along with boys varsity basketball team, they raised $3,000 that night. So great job to our athletes. Thanks to our community too for coming out and supporting the Pink Out night again. FCCLA. On Thursday, February 5th, our Illinois FCCLA Section 10 hosted its Spring Leadership Rally. The FCCLA Tiger Paws president, Gigi George, was part of the Section 10 leadership team that led a meeting of over 215 students from across Southern Illinois, and competitors from the previously held event competition received their award certificates. The best part of the event was when all in attendance had the privilege of seeing former U.S. track and field gold medalist, Mr. Eddie Slokowski, sharing his 7-step process to live your best. So how about that? Good experience for the FCCLA group there.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
have a question for you.
What's that?
Do you think it was Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick?
I was gonna ask you, I don't know if it's gonna be Colonel Mustard in the kitchen with the candlestick. I didn't know if it was Miss Plum was gonna be there. It was gonna be all that cast of characters, and this was just a fictitious. No,
Mrs. White too.
no, Miss White. I don't remember all those people. You played the board game, didn't you?
Yes,
I
old.
played it. You were old enough.
Yes.
They probably have some electronic version today.
I would hope so.
I don't know. I'd say see. I love stuff like this. FCCLA getting to see U.S. track and field gold medalists and get to have that experience in a 7-step process to live your best life, and just be able to take things like that and give our kids those opportunities. That's really what it's about for us. You know, we're recognizing students and their accomplishments, but it's through those accomplishments that they're learning how to be successful and live your best life.
That's what they're here for.
That's what they're here for, and that's what we want them to do. And you know, we're already through the month of February somehow. Again, here we are. We have 1 week, and then it's spring break time.
You know what March is?
March is spring break.
Well, it's also celebrating women.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You know what? I saw a trend with everything that we just presented.
What's that?
Lots of girls state champions, and I like that a
Oh,
lot.
that's a good point. Yeah, tons of girls.
Girl power.
Boys, come on, let's go. We got to pick it up, guys. We got to get some state championships. Ethan Tate was top 10 in the state. We got one.
You got one.
It just takes one. You know, takes one, guys and gals. Takes one. Get it going. Keep doing your best. Spring break's coming up. Use that time. We got in the Herrin newsletter coming out here shortly, talking about using this momentum that we've got. Take the break, spring break, recharge, get yourself going, but don't come back flat. I mean, we're going to be going into state assessment time for grades 3 and up. They're going to have the IAR, ACTs coming up. A lot of important things that really kind of accumulate all that you've learned and put it in on test day. Test day's like game day, right? You know, you got to put your best effort down. It's everything you've been practicing to do the whole year. That's what we've got to do coming up on these state assessments so we can show how great Herrin students are. Because we are. We got great students here, Kelly. Love talking Tigers, love talking about the Tigers. And hope everybody that's getting to join in on this and watch it appreciates it.
Yes.
And show it to your kids, show it to grandma and grandpa. Don't forget about Stories and Stripes that's out there, recognizing those Tiger accomplishments. Check Herrin newsletters. We send out a lot of good stuff. But thanks for coming in, Kelly, taking your time as president of the board and celebrating our students and our staff too.
Absolutely.
Had some great staff members on here too. So I think for today, let's talk Tigers. We've done a nice job talking Tigers. What do you think?
So I think we have.
Okay.
Super proud, and it's always my pleasure to come down and recognize our Tigers.
Yep, very proud. Great job, everybody. We'll see you next month.